There is a new pause on a different type of federal funding known as Title X. It's funding that allows family planning providers to help low-income families prepare for parenthood. According to Planned Parenthood of Northern New England, Maine might see $2 million less of that funding. News Center Maine's Caroline LaCour shows us why those workers are concerned about the pause and the impact on those families.
From primary care and birth control to STI testing and more, Maine Family Planning works to connect over 60 health centers in Maine with federal dollars to fund services.
This network represents a cornerstone of Maine's public health infrastructure, serving over 30,000 patients, the majority of whom qualify for free or reduced health care.
It's all thanks to what's known as Title X funding, ensuring reproductive and preventative health care to those with low incomes. But now a pause in that funding by the Trump administration may complicate that care.
The administration's dangerous decision to withhold federal funding jeopardizes access to critical health care for thousands of Mainers.
Family planning services, including Maine Family Planning and Planned Parenthood, say instead of the funding they were expecting this month, they instead received a letter from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services notifying them of the funding freeze over possible violations of Trump administration policy.
You know, like every other healthcare provider in the state, we're struggling with the issues surrounding the provision of healthcare. And we're doing all of that on top of fighting political challenges that we don't need to be.
Providers say this wasn't entirely a shock. In his first term, President Trump issued a gag rule banning clinics that use Title X funds from sharing information on abortion care. With over half of Planned Parenthood patients in Maine relying on Title X services last year, advocates say these cuts would drastically threaten Mainers' access to health care.
We're the first and only provider many people see in an entire year.
We are still here. Our doors are still open.
In the meantime, providers say they're hoping Maine lawmakers will step up to fund state family planning services amid the uncertainty.
We will use every tool in our arsenal to ensure that we can continue providing this care to folks across Maine.
A total of 9 Planned Parenthood state affiliates will also see a pause in funding. In Lewiston, Caroline LaCour, News Center, Maine.
While the letter sent out to providers has not been released, staff at Maine Family Planning say they were told funding is being withheld in Maine because of 2 documents posted on the group's website detailing the commitment to health equity. In the group's equity statement, Maine Family Planning shares its commitment to supporting diversity, equity, and inclusion, something the Trump administration has said amounts to discrimination.